addiction, I want you to tell me, what is opioid addiction?
Opioids come from the poppy seed. You have heroin, you have methadone. I believe methadone is synthetic. Heroin is a more natural form of opioid. I believe it's one of the most addictive drugs out there. Extremely sedative, puts you in a translucent state. So it may be in a pill form, it may be in a liquid form that people shoot up, and it may be in a liquid form that people, consume in a cup or however they choose to consume it. So, opioid addiction is being addicted to a substance that is extremely powerful. And I believe during Vietnam War, a lot of the vets came back. They learned about opioids out there in Vietnam.
How do you think that affects us, opioid addiction, right now?
You got a lot of people overdosing. Unfortunately, opioids is linked directly to the overdose, death. People been dying since it got introduced. Well, before it got introduced, I know it comes from somewhere, I want to say in the Middle East and the continent of Asia. So I know that the poppy seed only grows out there, as a matter of fact. It affects us, it affects the quality of life. When you see people strung out on opioids, you can clearly see that they're distraught. You can clearly see that their attitude and their energy changes because it takes over you. I don't know if y'all watch Spider-Man, but that's what happened to Venom. Remember Venom, he started off, put on a suit once, then twice, then next thing you know, it took over his entire personality. And that's the same with opioids, you know what I'm saying? There's people who use it socially, and there are people people use it socially, but the majority of them fall victim. They go from using it to abusing it because it's addictive. It's also a painkiller. The opioids are prescribed painkillers. So when you look at the majority of people nationwide, you ain't gotta go get it to the streets, you get it right over the counter. But the problem is people are consuming it, they're consuming it at a rate that far exceeds the ability of it to actually help. You know what I mean? Because you're addicted to it. Your stomach hurt, your body hurt, your body aching. I remember when I used to sip Bo was lean, lean as mud, whatever the case may be. It's an opioid, so it's liquid heroin. For those who don't know, every time you sip in a Bo, man, it's a liquid heroin. Every time you pop in that pill, it's heroin in the pill. And people take it lightly until they take over everything that they got going on. But I do understand it from a sedative standpoint. If you live in an environment where you're trying to escape, the pain pill will help you do that. But if you live in an environment where you actually are in pain, it's gonna do what it do. And socially, I believe people start off just to, get that feel, and again, they become addicted to it. So I definitely understand those who utilize it for the sedative purposes, but you gotta back up off that because it's gonna take you under for sure. So I ain't judging nobody. Again, people dealing with a lot out there. I know people got a lot of trauma that they've dealt with out there, and I know a lot of people are just looking for relief. They looking to escape what's going on. So, yeah.